So like TC, you don't have to worry about this. But guys, this is what they'll say on Jack. Their pictures are all locked. They'll be like, don't hit me up unless you have your pictures open first. I'm saying, damn, your picture's locked. How the hell you want me to open mine first and yours locked? What kind of sense that makes?
That was that.
That is just so silly.
That's the first sign of selfishness.
That's foolish to me. Yeah, he better. But that's just foolish to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that. But I am currently looking for someone. Yeah, I am.
Me too.
Yeah,
You gonna find them all in DMs.
And I'm trying not to go back. Like one thing that you do struggle with is when you sleep is not going back to what you used to. And at the same time, I would say like me and my ex-boyfriend, we're really cool with each other. We had a very bad breakup, but we're really cool with each other. And I find that lately we've been hanging out a lot more. And so I'm trying no, Drake, go back to this foolishness. But the thing is though, I've seen a change in him. So, and I like it. So, and it's like, I'm kind of scared to be like,
But don't be so easy to that, to just want to jump back into that, because he could be changing, but then you could be helping him change and better him for the next person that he with. Don't go back to that. If you know the breakup was already tore up and broke down and busted, don't go back to that.
People break up for a reason.
Exactly. That's the
reason.
truth.
Well,
so you just
I did something too. So
right, but again though, if you want to be back, then you gonna have to settle with the mess and all the rest of the stuff. It looks like that on the surface he changed, and I think I might want to, don't do it, because that's your ex. And again, it's ex for a reason.
You know what bothers me, and to carry on into a whole new thing, kind of sort of. What bothers me is when people say, when people say, I hate my job, 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 but they don't go looking for a new job, they don't go out to try to find a new job, but they hate their job, they hate their job, they hate their job. Or, I hate him, I don't know why I'm with him, why am I putting up with this shit? But he stay with the nigga, stay putting up with this shit, stay putting up with this shit. Why do we continue to say what we don't like all the goddamn time,
stay in that place,
but we stay there, we stay stagnant? And it's like, for me, it's like, I'll be ready to slap somebody. Like, if you're not gonna try to change, if you're not gonna try to be better in your relationship, if you're not gonna try to move to a different state, if you're not gonna try to find a different job or whatever, like, if you're not even trying, why are you wasting your breath complaining? Complaining. There's always somebody out there that's living a more broke down, terrible life than you are. And now, as of late, and I'm not trying to make this sound as simple or simple at all, but like earlier today, it was, aggravation about something so minuscule, and I'm like, 2 weeks ago, 49 people died. Shut up.
Right.
That's it.
that part.
Shut up. There's nothing, don't need to discuss it. There's no need to breathe life into it at all. People are out here dying every second. While we're filming this video, people are out here dying, losing their lives over something so stupid. And we say complaining, I hate my job, and I gotta go to work, it's the holiday, or I hate him, why he coming over tonight, I don't wanna see his face. Like, stupid shit like that. And I'm victim, I'm culprit as well. And it's like, it's interesting. I did not think that I was gonna be in Orlando as long as I've been fucking here, but I've learned a lot since I've been here. I learned a lot about myself and how to incorporate people into my life and who not to incorporate into my life. And what I will deal with and what I won't deal with anymore. And just an appreciation of breathing, simply put. You know what I'm saying? Because after going through what we've been through the last couple of weeks, and nothing else we can work, nothing else to stress about. Nothing to stress about.
And so I'm glad that you got to that point where you are, because you were, oh my God, you were just like, I hate it, I don't want to be here, I'm leaving, I don't want to be here. And it would tear me down because I'm your friend and I didn't see out of my eyes what you saw out of your eyes. I'm thinking like, well, what's the problem? Everything fine. But I'm glad that you got to that point now where you're like, okay, you know what? This is what I'm going to call home for right now. I enjoy being here. I've enjoyed the people that I'm surrounded by. Because again, you have to then weed out those people. You know what I'm saying? But it used to wear me down as your friend to hear you say like, oh my God, I hate being here. I'm so ready to move. Orlando sucks. Orlando's too small. Orlando's this. Orlando's that.
I never
you know
been through this in Orlando.
I've never
New
been.
York.
Yes, I've never been to this New York. I never. And again,
I never did though. I never did.
But that's fine. Shut up. You gotta say it no more because I don't heard enough of it.
But you hear the experience.
Right. So, I'm just glad that now that you got to that point, and it makes me feel good as your friend that you have arrived to that place that you can say, you know what, I'm satisfied being here. I'm going to take these punches as they come. I'm going to roll with them. I'm going to rock with them. I'm going to open the door. And it all happened for a reason. All of that stuff that transpired, that just happened a couple weeks ago. All that, it happened, and it helped you. It helped so many other people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that you were at that point, because that used to really, really, kind of put me in a place. I was like, damn, I wish you gotta be glad when you can move on from that and get past that place. But
it all happens. It all happens. I think it happens when it's supposed to happen. And I've learned that you can't force someone to see or to understand what they should see at the particular time that they're going through whatever it is that they're going through.
Yes.
People have to get to that point at their own pace.
Experience it themselves.
But yeah,
definitely with you, because I didn't understand why you didn't see what I was trying to get you to see. But I took time, but you saw it, and I'm glad about it.
yeah,
It took some time, but I'm
It take
glad.
time.
And that's
It take
fine.
time.
That's fine. But I'm your friend, and I'm here to the end. And Jesus, thank God we done passed that. I'm telling you, it's
My
just.
Lord.
listen. But like I said, things happen for a reason, y'all know. They do. When do y'all ever feel like? When do you always feel bad when you see someone with a sign at the stop sign saying, I'm homeless and my kids need food and can you help me? And you got money in your glove compartment or money and change right there when you put your sodas in the car and you roll up your window or you act like you listening to your music and don't want to even be bothered by seeing no sign. Do y'all feel some sort of way?
I don't. I don't feel it because they don't know what I need that money for. Like if I had any extra money or spare money to give them, yeah, I probably would give them. Or better yet, I'll probably go buy them something to eat to give it to them. But they don't know what I got you need my money for, or what I want to use that money for, or anything like that. Or maybe I promise this money to somebody else. You never know. So I don't feel. Oh, I'm in the same boat you is right by now. So what you can do?
It's like I saw a guy on the way here. It just depends. I actually gave a homeless man. We was actually on walking in the Ember one Sunday, and I don't know if y'all. He's a homeless guy. He always uses a wheelchair, and he sits like before you cross the railroad tracks.
He got my leg.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he always had like all them covers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I gave him like $5. Just walking by, I just felt led, and this man told me, "Oh, I need 9." So
Not full tear.
I didn't say nothing. I said, "Well, so that's all I got," and I kept on walking. And I kept walking. I said, "Did this fool just tell me he need $9?" So a lot of times, but the way I see it is, no matter what, no matter if, because you do have people who scam and do that type of thing.
Yeah, it's like what are they using that money for?
No, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter because I feel as though if I gave that money to them out of the kindness of my heart, the Lord knows. The Lord knows that. Mm-hmm. And no matter if what they use it for or what purpose that they use it for, I'm not gonna stop my blessing because God knows my heart. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that I did it out of that is just fine with me. Mm-hmm. So you can just walk over and get in your car, your Mercedes or whatever you do. That's just fine because I know what I done and I'm okay with that.
And that's good. Now, in my experience, I'd be led by the Spirit to give it to him. This is a situation that I had, and it brought me to that point to be then seeking God to be led by the Spirit, because I saw this guy, which I know from where I was raised. He was like, oh, he always says, "Cuz, give me some money, man. Let me get $2. So I gave him some money. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna throw a time at that 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I did whatever I do. Saw him later on that day, or whatever, that evening. He was like, Man, you got about $2 I can borrow. I said, I just gave you $2 this morning. He's like, I know, man, the police took $150 from me. I said, now you know what? I said, this is the last time I would give you anything. This is the last time I give you anything. So now you out there, right? So you out there, you making money, and whatever you doing, however you doing it, you getting the money. You had money, they took it from you. I won't do it. And you have to be led by the Spirit. Now, just today, when I was on my way over here, I saw a guy. It was a lady in a wheelchair. She sit in the same spot every day, right from where I live, every day in the wheelchair every single day. Coming from out the stove, she stayed right there. This guy took her over like a sandwich tray and some 6-pack of water and all that. He gave it to her, and I said, that's what you have to do for some of them sometimes. You know, you can't just give them the money. And I don't. When we talked about this before, like a while ago, and I think you was on this when we talked about borrowing money from your friends and stuff like that, and what they need it for. I'm one of those people. If you ask me for money, I'm not gonna ask you what it's for, because when I give it to you, you do what you want to do. God knows what you're gonna do with it. So you're responsible for whatever you do with it. You know what I'm saying? And like with those people that you give money to, if you're gonna give it to them, give it to them. You know, or you're gonna give them food. But don't be trying to figure out, oh, well, they might use it for drugs. Give it to them. Because see, you don't get what the Lord told you to do, is give them the money. Now what they do with it, they got to give an account for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know, but you have to be led by the Spirit to do some of that stuff, because some people are very, like you said, they nasty when it comes to when they panhandling or whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be led, and because you don't want to. And I feel like this. Everything for me reverts back to church and stuff like that. So I feel like I don't want to entertain angels on the well. You know what I'm saying? That be my thing. Because I'm like, well, Lord, if this is an angel, then I should be giving this money to. You know, so that's why you have to be led to do that stuff. So, because you can't just give it to anybody and everybody. You know.
Right. I just watched the videos one of the ladies talking about angels on the well. That's so crazy.
You know, it's true.
That's so crazy.
It's the truth.
I just wanted
You know, it's the truth.
What do you feel about gun control in the U.S. of A, TC?
They should definitely regulate it. It comes down to, I don't know. We know what needs to happen, yet there's no action being taken to control it. Just like when they talked about healthcare. Well, not healthcare, but like car insurance. Like people kept getting in an accident with car insurance. Kept getting in accidents, and they was like, okay, well, we need to regulate car insurance. We need to mandate that airbags be installed in cars and stuff. Why not regulate that certain weapons shouldn't be on the street? Why not just stop gun sales altogether? Guns never lead to anything good.
But it's just like you said that with the car insurance, with the health insurance. You don't have health insurance, you're gonna be penalized, but not having
No
it.
taxes.
I mean,
Yeah,
really,
that's another thing.
But I mean,
But
like,
yeah, if you can implement that,
exactly.
why not
just
something?
say no? You know, no. And just to go back to what just happened a couple weeks ago, you had already been investigated once or twice or 2 or 3 whatever times. You should have been on the list. You got a list. You know what I'm saying? That stuff comes up. That, you know, like.
But he was on the list, but our laws don't prevent him from getting access to.
That's
Not
like having
preventing
bad. Having bad credit and not being able to sign up for another credit card because now you flagged and you only got 3 points or 2 points and you need 7 or whatever. You know what I'm
something
saying?
as small as that. But then you should have been brought up in the list. Your picture should have came up and said, "Oh, we alerted. Okay, well now, wait a minute. Now we need to go back and say, well, what you getting this for? What you need that for? What?" I mean, come on. This not like elementary school.
So
this FBI.
So do you think it has anything to do with our rights to bear arms as being the issue, or the fact that there's not enough restrictions or rules and regulations to actually acquiring a firearm?
Okay, my thing on that, and not to cut anybody else off. My thing on that, the Second Amendment, our laws that govern this country are so outdated. Like, we can't keep living by these laws that was created at the beginning of
In the 1800s.
like we can't keep doing that. And everybody's like, well, we don't want to take anybody's Second Amendment away from bearing arms. Like,
The world
clearly
is
it's not
different.
working.
Right.
Clearly it's not
we just
working.
gonna revamp this thing.
Right.
We gonna
It's
revamp
not
this
working.
thing
The
again.
thing is, the
That's all.
world was a lot different place then.
Right.
And so
Just
a
revamp
lot
it.
of things, just like in certain things in the Bible, you kind of like, okay.
But times
Yeah,
change. You got old
times
Time
change.
change, just like we're
Right.
saying, people change every
Yes,
day.
yes,
Like,
time
we're
change.
not the same people. We have gay rights, we have people getting married, same sex. People are openly being accepted as gay, which was never done back then. You know, so much has changed now to where we're still trying to, our founding fathers implemented the Second Amendment,
Child, you know who's thinking
and we got this scribble on the paper, and we got it locked up in a glass case, and
I'm American.
we can't go across.
That's all. It's
Y'all
a
need to
lot.
get over it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And these people that sitting in Congress, and whatever the NRA is doing, I don't know, I'm not in there, but somebody has a hold on these people to where it's corrupting their mind, first of all. Second of all, they've been doing it for so long, for years. It's congressmen and representatives that's been in the Congress for so long, and they get their $200,000
And they've come numb.
a year.
They numb to it.
They've been doing the same thing. Just like where I came from, our city government did the same thing every year until somebody stepped up and said, look, we can't keep doing this. Like, we need to get y'all out of the office. Yeah, only thing y'all do is sign, whatever. Y'all show up to meetings when y'all want to. Y'all say, okay, yay, nay, okay, go, and then
That's it.
and then y'all
'Cause
go
I'm
home.
getting this right here.
That's all it is.
I mean, and has there ever been a person that is on that level publicly where they step outside of themselves and look through someone else's eyes at their level? Like, just to think about people in power, people that have money. Donald Trump ain't thinking about a Wesley Henderson and what he got going on in Orlando. He ain't even, his mind sees billions of dollars. He doesn't care about the taxes that come out my check. He doesn't care about my insurance.
He's an
He doesn't-
entertainment guy.
He doesn't care about none of
That's
that
all.
at all. But
Yeah.
even and not and this might cause some problems. But even with Obama ain't thinking about nothing that Drake got going on in his world right now, currently. His level. I mean, and what I'm basically saying that where he is in the world doesn't allow his mind won't go down to where we are in the world. He'll preach it.
I'm going to say that,
I
but
think
not.
in him,
not
though,
I'm
I
gonna-
think that's
Not
the
much
difference.
has changed.
That's the difference.
Not much has changed.
That's the difference because I think he understands.
Right.
He understands.
Right.
He.
And you-
I
okay,
feel
so-
like that.
So
First of all, let me put it out there. The president is a representation of the entire country.
Right.
He does not really make laws. He can veto shit and sign it into law, but we have 200 and some people
That's making up the
that make
rules.
up the rules. He's just a representation of the country.
So,
That's all
I
he
guess
is.
I guess my question
That's
is
all
I guess
he
my
is.
question is, do you think Oprah's of the world, Obama's of the world, Tyler Perry's of the world, all these black folks that have all of this wealth, that they think about the Jeremys of the world and the
I
Sheldons
mean,
of the world?
you can't put it on them. It's so much.
No, I'm just asking.
It's
That's
just
a
so
regular
much.
question.
I would hope. I mean,
They've been there. If you hear the story, they've been there. So I'm pretty
Right.
sure that
we can't.
forget where they come from. You have to stay humble at all times.
Right.
I mean, I know Tyler's story, but where has Obama been? He been where?
What do you mean? Well,
I mean, you can't.
No, I'm asking.
Like, what
He said he been there. Been where?
Who said when he said he's been?
But I mean,
He
he
just
says.
said. They-
Well, he grew up with he grew up with his grandmother. You know, I mean, how many
His
of us?
grandmother was on welfare.
But it don't have to be
We
that.
don't
It
know
don't have to
that.
be that far
I'm
down.
just asking.
That low. But he understands. I believe in my heart
Yeah.
that he does believe. He
That's all I'm
understands.
asking. That's all I'm
I believe that he understands because he didn't have to come to Orlando. He didn't have to. He could have said, "Oh, we thank y'all so much. We're sorry so that happened." He could have kept on. He met with these people, with these families. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to at all, but he did. So I think that he understands. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that he understands. I do believe that the Tyler Perry understands. I do believe that Oprah understands. You know,
But
I
these
do.
are just
I
one
do.
people. They can't.
That's it.
They can't solve
And they
homelessness.
don't, exactly. They don't have. They don't have that
They
much.
can't implement gun control.
They have a whole lot though. They have a whole lot now.
No, but
let's not be oblivious to the fact that
But they have a whole lot of
that
money.
all Oprah gotta do is tweet something and then she making millions and millions and millions and millions
But
and
that's
millions and
but
millions and millions.
that's they make decisions.
That's
on
the
that.
government. I mean,
But right, I get
that's
that.
not helping us. That's helping her.
I get all of that. I get all of the rules
What
and
you
the
trying to
regulations.
say? 'Cause
I'm opening up dialogue that to thoughts that people that actually watch us might have. So that's why we're discussing it and talking about it. I know that there are some fanatics out there for these people that are on the Kanye's, the Beyonce's, and all that, and the Obamas, and I'm just speaking. I'm just talking about our blacks because there's a whole other level.
I know what you're saying.
So,
Before we get on social media and we say, "Oh, Kanye, some people were shooting up a black church. What you gonna do about it?" Y'all always tweeting about everything else, but when something comes down to black people, y'all ain't tweeting about it. Or what are you doing before you come out of these people and what they doing? What are you doing?
Sitting there tweeting Kanye.
Sitting there bashing him because he's not doing nothing when you could be taking that same energy and doing something and making a change.
And like
you could be doing the same damn thing.
Yeah, they talking about Nicki Minaj, not talking about the Orlando thing. And honestly, I didn't give a fuck about all of that.
But I would tell you
But
this.
what I will
her response was ignorant.
But I don't know what. I don't know nothing
I don't know
about
what she
that.
said,
But I'm gonna
but,
let you
I mean-
say. I'm gonna let you tell me that. But I'm gonna tell you this. Just this small. Check this out. Now, just what you said is the truth. Because I said this. All that transpired here. Because we have to only go back to what we know and what's just more recent to us. None of us stood up and went out and did nothing. Us. And it hit us. This is home. I was like, damn, well, we ain't going out to the. Well, you went out to the visual. You did.
And I donated.
And I don't. Well, I donated too. I didn't.
bro.
But I couldn't go out because I was too emotional.
Too
broke down. I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. But I was saying that all of these people, like, why we ain't going out, like, starting out stuff or doing nothing or whatever? All these people doing all this stuff. These people coming from everywhere, you know, supporting us. But it's true. We'll sit around on the back end like, why they ain't doing nothing or why this person ain't come, and we just sitting back, just twirling our fingers or our thumbs or doing whatever. You know, so that I agree with you 100% on that.
So I guess I got on this topic to ask everyone and you guys watching, do you think that someone at that level of wealth honestly cares about what we have going on? Period. That's where that question came
I'm
from.
gonna answer it like this. Just like the millions of dollars we've seen in the Orlando tragedy donated, like over $10 million have been donated now. If we can see that same level, don't worry about these billionaires, because each one of us can do our part or do a part or something. It can be just small $10 or something to donate. If we can do that, and I put roaches on my Facebook, if we can show as much love.
Roaches. What?
He wrote.
Roaches.
Oh.
I wrote this.
You
on my
said
Facebook.
roaches?
I wrote this on my
I heard
Facebook.
roaches too. When you said roaches, I was like, he got
I wrote this on my Facebook that if in the 7 days after the Orlando tragedy, if everybody showed this much love every day, 365 for the next billion years, or shit, even a year, if we can do this and defeat homelessness, defeat whatever's going on in the world, if we can just give love and show love and support
And then that's
just be there for everybody, don't worry about these millionaires, because it has to start somewhere, and then I'm sure it'll catch on.
And you know what? In today's world, I think if all these millionaires came together and was like, we got to start to change. Because let me just open it up like this. When you think about, and this is real talk to everybody out there, because it's everybody on this couch has their own problems, their own bills, whatever the case may be. When you think about the 1,000 bills you got paid throughout the week, your mind is not really, okay, well, let me see if I can make a difference here. Because if you struggling paying your own shit, and I'm talking about on this level, you're naturally not gonna think, bless you. So let me help this or let me help this, because there's so many charities out there. We got charities for cancer, we got charities for HIV, we got charities for multiple sclerosis. We got so many fundraisers. Save a kid here, save someone in here. You know what I'm saying? So we could be donating out our ass all day long.
And it's
all
not,
day long.
It's not even donating. It's volunteering.
Volunteering
service.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's
if you got a full-time job because you need to pay your rent and all that, all I'm saying is it would be nice. It would be I think it would be a culture shock in today's social environment, social world, if just like how 49 celebrities were able to come together to talk about each person that died that one particular day, if 10 celebrities visited a state that's in poverty in the US of A, because there are states that are in poverty in the US of A, and said, let's make a change, that just the same motivation that a song can do for us. Talking about Drake and DJ Khaled for free, I don't fuck for free. How that everybody, or Kaya Stir came on at my house party. Bitch, everybody was jamming, having a good time.
Yeah,
a song can move you.
They turned up.
People can move you, and I think people at that level. Not saying that they should feel responsible, but it would serve us well if people just said, okay, you know what? I know I make $85 million for a movie. After taxes, I make $85 million for a movie for Marvel. Okay? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna buy me a brand new mansion and not worry about what else is going on in the world. Like, and not saying that they have to.
I mean, again,
but that's what I'm saying though.
But some of them don't want to be known as they done did that.
And so they opt not to be in that Marvel movie.
Right.
But then you have those ones that want that change.
And you just said the key word. You have to want that change. Like, these celebrities, first of all, again, you can't worry about what Jane Doe is doing.
That's
you have to worry about yourself.
That's it.
Like Oprah, of course, she opened a school up in Africa.
Right.
Brad Pitt donates to charity. Angelina Jolie is a philanthropist. She does stuff. Like, all these people are doing stuff. But we live in we don't have to worry about them though.
No.
We can't. Before you ask what they doing, what can I do? You can't worry about them because they out doing what they can do.
But then again,
they out doing them. Like,
what I was saying was that some of them, the Will Smith or whoever, I'm just saying, they do that, but they don't want to be in the limelight. I don't need to do that, so they can slide that money under the cover and say, "Here, do this. What you gonna do with it?" But we don't know that, and I don't have to know that. I don't care. I don't care that they're doing that. But let them do it. Live your life, like you said.
I think.
What's your problem? What are you doing to be able to? I know you working a 9 to 5, but you trying to pay your bills and struggling. But if you donate $5, but if you start this thing, you get your circle of friends and say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. We're not gonna have no Thanksgiving dinner. We're gonna separate ourselves from our families. We're gonna go out and we're gonna just buy a homeless man some food, or we're gonna whatever." That's your part that you're doing.
Right.
You know, don't worry about the millions of people, because you can't touch it. You're not trying to see God trying to the people in poverty, because you don't have the money to do that. But you can touch that one little old man that you see every other day that's sitting on the side of the corner. You can say, "Hey, let me try to give him a."
Like I tell these folks, y'all give Beyonce $300 to go see her concert, and she ain't doing a damn thing for y'all.
Not a damn thing.
Y'all can tweet her and say, "Oh, Beyonce got a new video out." She go 10 million views in a day, in hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
That's
What the hell?
She ain't doing not a damn thing.
She ain't doing a damn thing.
Well,
Y'all getting her y'all
I
money.
always say that.
Y'all ran in Miami.
But
Y'all
I
ran
used
in
to do that same
Tampa.
stuff at home, because that's what your man
Ain't
loves.
doing
But the big
Ain't
thing
doing
with them is that when
I didn't pay
if
for it.
Beyonce stopped her show and complimented her whole about her hair, that's grand. That's
You're right. That was viral.
If she did what?
The Beyonce stopped to compliment the girl about her hair.
But-
oh my God, B did this.
She sneezed.
Like, oh my
Right.
God, people.
But I think again, like, all of that is true, what we're saying, but it goes back to our government. Like, these billionaires, they give to these charities and they write it out to get their money back. Like, we've been doing it for so long. And it's not the past year, it's not the past 5 years, it's not the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been going on for so long in this country where people, that's the normal. And these companies get, and these presidents of these companies get these big ass bonuses $50,000 to $1 million, and their employees get nothing. We have to live here. Y'all just sign off on stuff. Y'all represent the company just like the president. He
Praying booty.
Oh, look at me. I'm West Side Q.
Whatever.
What you got me on?
Oh, the promo video.
Oh, that's it right there. You just did that. And you lied to me. You never showed me the video of us. You never posted it.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't posted.
I did hit record.
Because it would have been.
And we back. And we
Oh, I
back.
didn't.
Yeah, you damn sure didn't.
Oh.
What a promo video. When did you post
We
that?
back. And we
Today.
back.
That's what I was working on.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
What was he talking about? Oh. Damn it. I hate when that camera turns off. I lose my train of thought.
No, it's just about people donating and stuff. But
All I want to, the only message that I want to put out there into the world is, yes, if you want to create change, let it start with you. Don't worry about anybody else. I understand all that. But at the end of the day, in this social media world where all of these people with money run us, they do. They literally run us. From a music video to what you decide to put on and wear. Every
So
facet.
you saying that they just plan it out there and we'll go with it.
Pretty much. That's pretty much.
I feel like when
That's
you
like
said-
Oprah said. Oh, I ate bread and I lost weight. Everybody was out there signing up for Jenny Craig. These people have power. Like we could say we have freedom. We can say we have freedom of mind, and a lot of us do. But we all go to the movies for a particular reason. We all watch a certain show for a particular reason. We all decide to wear whatever we wear for a particular reason. And I can't remember the movie. I can't remember this movie that talked about advertisements that control the fucking world. But it's true. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is my opinion. Whether you want to believe it or not, there's so much control out here. Point blank period. Y'all watch Culture Clubb for a particular reason. So there's so much control out here. All I'm saying is that all of these motherfuckers, all of these people that got money
There you go.
could implement
Glad you clean that up.
a profound change with what we got going on in the US of A. That's all I'm saying. Are they obligated to? No. But it would be nice to see that, and not just to see a donation to a cancer fund or something like that. Just see something.
So give me a situation where you would have wanted someone of that. Now, that was a nod.
That is a nod, and I don't know who that is because ain't nobody else supposed to be on. So look at the peephole.
Please, because I'm telling
I
you.
got a bat in my room.
And we gonna need that. Because they come up in here, we're gonna take them up out of here. Y'all better have
Is
my
it
back.
dark outside?
100%.
Who is it, TC?
Mother. Is that mother?
I'm just watching them sweating out here. They can take it.
Well, you need to let them in again.
I hope I interrupt. Hey, y'all.
Oh, hey.
How y'all doing?
Yes, for Daisy Dukes.
That girl.
Yeah.
Go to the Daisy Duke song.
That's the kid you gotta shave. That pup.
I'm so dead. You so nasty.
We'll find my post.
Shut up.
No, that little furry thing you
He
got
trying
on
to mess
your
with
waist.
me.
He said, "Oh, I like to shave my kitty." So I was like, "That's the kitty you talking about shaving?"
Oh, who
Oh.
kidded like to shave?
Oh.
Right.
I like
Moving on.
No, so that's all I'm talking about, and hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. Once again, I'm not saying anybody's obligated to do one particular thing, but it would be nice to see some sort of change implemented from, and I'm speaking for myself, our black celebrities. How we have Black Girls Rock, I think that's a profound, great thing for us to put on TV. But what about Black Men Rock? Or what about Black People Rock? Or what about all of those people that say we rock doing something that's like Oprah built a school in Africa? What about building something here in the US of A? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's bad or whatever. I'm just saying it would be nice to start seeing that more prevalent, not swept under the table, or you know what I'm saying? Because there could be something, like there could be a lot done with this fucking gun law, period. There could be. But there aren't. There aren't people creating waves and making moves. Like with the whole thing that happened in Atlanta, I don't know if you guys know, but Atlanta was going to pass a law that prohibited movies from being made. Damn, let me get it right because I don't want to quote the wrong shit.
Yes, yes.
They discriminated.
Yes, against gay people.
Yeah.
And
really?
yes, it was something about gays couldn't do this or gays couldn't work here or something along the line.
Because
religions
state law, right.
Religions
Because
could,
of the state law.
can choose who they want to. Yes, so and they made waves. That's all I'm saying. They made moves and they made waves. All the movie theaters, all of the production companies said, "Oh hell no, we gonna pull out our business out of Atlanta if you decide to do this." The shit ain't passed. The shit ain't passed. So that's what I'm saying. It's people. It wasn't locals that had the power to make that change. It was established companies that already have millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Said we're gonna pull our money out this shit if you go ahead and do this.
But again, I think that was local because you have these production companies that decided to set up camp in your state, in your city. So they are local. They are contributing
but
to
they're
the
not
local
housed
economy.
in Atlanta. They're not housed.
They are housed in Atlanta.
No,
when you have a production company in Atlanta, certain aspects are contracted out to other entities or other companies outside of it. But when your production company is in Atlanta, you have incentives that come straight from the state. So you are housed just like Tyler Perry.
There's reasons why they work in Atlanta.
So he is an Atlanta company.
But they can move to other states, is what I'm saying.
But they chose
and can survive in other states.
Yeah, but like I said, they chose to be in Atlanta. So when this law came about, they said, okay, this is not why we moved to Atlanta. This is not why we are in Georgia. So because you have this law, it seems that we are not on the same accord anymore.
But is that law passed in Atlanta? No.
It probably got rejected just like everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. There is power and money.
So
and the black folks.
This is what we want to do. So all of you celebrities, black celebrities, please, we beg you.
I don't think it's a black thing.
It's not a black thing.
On West behalf, we just want all of you to have power.
Because I've always misunderstood on every couple of videos.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't call out anybody's name.
I don't want
anybody's name.
Because you know how the comments, they be like, oh, West.
We just want y'all to
I just said, I don't think it's a black thing.
I'm opening up dialogue.
in the comments
I'm opening up dialogue.
But we just want you, on your behalf.
Because trust me, when people in China and people in Australia look over and they see the shit going on in the United States, they're not gonna say, "Oh, it's a black thing." That is an American thing. They fucked up. It's not a black thing.
Oh my god!
It's not a black thing. It is not a black thing. We need to just come together. Like just like letting all these racial tensions and whatever. We have moved, and I've said this so many times on Culture Clubb. We have moved on so past. Collectively, if y'all want to say we have a black president, well, we got a damn black president. We have a female president where females didn't have voting rights before. We as people have moved so far. We have black presidents of companies, CEOs. It's so much that black people, Asian people, white people have done to create our country. Again, it depends on how your mindset is and your level of thought and where you want to go. Like, if you want to make change in the country, you're going to make change in the country. You're not going to wait on a celebrity to do anything.
Be the change that you want to see.
Amen.
I was right. You better say amen. You better say amen.
It's not a black. It's not a black thing.
Well, I only said that because Wes said that all of the black celebrities.
No, I'm speaking, I'll make it clear as to the reason why I'm speaking to blacks. Because I'm talking about my life. I can't talk about anybody else's life. But as a black man who's gay in the US of A, my life has been difficult. So not everyone has gone through or walked in my Prada shoes or my Nike slippers that I have on right now.
Put on socks.
I do.
Explain to the people that weren't able to understand your history with your sister, if you can give us a little brief synopsis of how you came to meet and how that all worked out for the show.
Okay, yeah, I met Asia when I was about 15. I was about to turn 16.
I was trying to hurry.
I didn't know nothing. All I did was I came. I didn't want to do nothing. I was so hungover. I couldn't do nothing.
There was everything else.
Right.